I slowly but surely started to apply minimalism to the different fields of my life. I applied it to what I own, applied it to what I wear, and also applied it to how I get work done. Over the course of the past month, I have been trying to apply those same principles to my financial life as a student, and here are some of the most important tips to achieve financial minimalism. Number one, the 2 days rule. If you think that because I became a somehow minimalist, I am not craving any products anymore, well, you are totally wrong. I would even consider myself as a perfect marketing target, and the way that it just takes a good looking packaging with a minimalist design on it for it to trigger a craving for buying it inside of me. Brands and companies have been extremely good at developing their marketing strategies, and the way that it make you feel the need to buy their latest product, which doesn't change much from the previous one. And we're constantly being tracked by cookies. No, not those. Those that allow them to know your preferences, which enables them to blast your browsers with ads you would be susceptible to click on. Now, I probably look at least once or twice a week at the new camera gear that I would love to have. The latest Canon R6 Mark II just came out, and just by checking it out and watching Peter McKinnon's review, I just want to have one. The great thing is that I cannot afford it. So that cuts out the discussion pretty early on. But what I try to do is that I try to wonder whether I really need this specific product. And to do so, I try to stop myself from thinking about it and to keep going with my life to see whether this craving would go away or not. Now, why do I still force myself to wait at least 2 days? Well, the reason is because if I would wait an hour or two, or maybe just even one day, the craving would probably still be there and my brain will still be drooling in front of this product. But generally, I realized that after 2 days, this is the time where the cravings start to fade away and when I realized that I actually do not need any new camera gear for now. Number two, paying by cash. We've entered an era where you can basically pay from anything. You can easily add your card to your e-wallet on your phone or your watch, or probably even on your iPad, which makes payment seems worth less. I personally started to pay contactless whenever I started going to university, and it doesn't feel like I'm spending money. They made such an easy frictionless system where payment like $100 or $200 can go through without a PIN code that it somehow made the value of money and spendings gone. What I would do whenever I realized that I would get caught by my expenses and the danger of contactless payment, I would basically withdraw everything off my bank account, leaving some there just in case for utility bills to come, and the rest I would only use cash. The fact to have money in your hands and to have different bills is definitely more of a reminder of what you are spending and how quickly it can go down. Now, if you do not want to carry cash around every single day, you can definitely delete the e-card on your phone and start using a physical card. That could be a middle step to financial minimalism. Number three, track your expenses and establish a budget. To follow with the point number two, we talked about the importance of acknowledging how quickly money can go out through contactless payment. Now, more than to use cash to be more aware of that, financial minimalism also goes through tracking your expenses. If you pay everything by cash, then you would definitely have to use some sort of a system, like an accountability notebook where you can track your daily, weekly, or monthly expenses in an easy way. The great thing about using cards and a bank account is definitely the tracking that it provides. Every single transaction is shown on your app, and more than this, it sometimes can be automatically sorted out in between the types of transactions: groceries, shopping, utility bills, etc. On the other side, establishing a budget is also a great way to be more intentional with your expenses and to be more aware of what you can afford or cannot afford to spend on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. And to illustrate this, I should move to point number four. But before that, I would like to highlight something. And it is the fact that being a minimalist, even on a financial level, doesn't mean living off cheap. It is not about having the cheapest clothes possible, the cheapest quality items at home or in a daily life, nor about never buying expensive things, and really not about being selfish on spending money. As in every other field of life where minimalism can apply, financial minimalism is all about being intentional with your money, knowing why you are spending it and thinking twice before doing so, wondering whether it is useful for your life or whether you are just driven by your craving to buy it, and in 2 days it will be sitting in the back of a drawer or a closet. I personally love good quality products. When it comes to camera gear, I would definitely not hesitate to spend a couple of thousands of bucks on a new camera body or a new camera lens or even some new microphone equipment. Because I know it's worth and I know how much value it would add to my workflow. But again, I just cannot afford it yet, so I'll just for now keep going with this video, hoping that I will become a real YouTuber one day. I'm just waiting for you to subscribe right now. Let's move to point number 4. Number 4, cook for yourself. Just like the first and second point, ordering food has just become easier and easier. It takes about 2 minutes to think about what you want to eat, 2 minutes to choose from that restaurant, 1 click, and a couple of minutes for it to be delivered to your door. The fact that your card is probably saved in your favorite ordering app is also the why it is so easy to order, and the friction that not having the card saved in would add could possibly hold you back from ordering online. Instead of falling for this very delicious but dangerous system, you can start by cooking for yourself, following a tracked diet. I personally started this strategy back in the beginning of September 2022, and to be completely honest, I didn't start it with a financial minimalism purpose, but it turned out to be a very good decision. For the beginning of my 5th year at university, I decided to gain weight. And for this, I knew I had to make a strict diet plan that I would follow every single day. I started to eat the exact same thing every single day. 300 grams of pasta and 150 grams of turkey per meal. And I will also try to include a cereal bar and a fruit as a snack, before my girlfriend kills me for my lack of greens and fruits. And I step by step started to realize what my daily, weekly and monthly spendings on groceries were. To give you some numbers, it cost me around 25 euros per week on groceries, which is approximately 100 bucks per month. Before starting to have such a diet, I would usually go on to the supermarket on one day and I would come back on the day after and I would buy random things without having a clear plan nor a clear idea of what I would spend. And this was the best way to finish the month without any money left. Now that I have this plan rolling, I know approximately how much will go out, and I know that I'm saving on some useless spendings, which can bring us to the next point of this video. Number 5, save less, invest more. Financial education at school or high school is extremely underestimated. I cannot remember having any dedicated class about personal finances, while it's really important in life. And everything that I can remember can be resumed by one word: saving. The society of today forces people to save more rather than to invest, and for valid reasons. It is safer, it takes less time to research about your investments, and saving also means you cannot lose all of your bucks in a couple of days compared to investing. Now, saving also means not seeing growth in your financial network, which for me means no progress. After reading a couple of finance books, I realized how important investing can be. As easily as you can pay contactless at the shop to buy a useless product, you can buy a share of your favorite stock and some cryptocurrencies. Online banking has revolutionized the world of investment. Plenty of brokers are available to give the investor the easiest and most comfortable experience. And there are plenty of safe investments to do that have an annual return rate of 1, 2 or 3% and more, where you can see your money growing and working for you compared to if it was sitting in a vault or in your bank account waiting to be spent on some useless products. Now, this is absolutely not any financial advice, by the way. It's only my own opinion on saving and investing. So be very careful and make a lot of research before starting to put your money into anything. So that wraps up my experience with financial minimalism as a student. And I am very sure that my opinion in a year will completely change on this. As I will start working, I will probably get better at investing, budgeting, and in personal finance in general. But that will be for an episode 2 of financial minimalism. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.